Alright, welcome back to my golf level. As you can see, I've added some set designy things. Got some different houses here, a bunch of trees. We got some gingerbread in here now. They're all over the place. There's also this glorious donut man. Just gonna kind of play through, see what's up. Just a bunch of gingerbread men around. It's glorious. Fair warning, I'm going to be terrible because I'm using a trackpad, and that is pretty much impossible. So, the first hole is supposed to pretty much be a hole-in-one, just a little precursor, like just getting you warmed up. This hole is supposed to introduce the ability to fall off, so if you go straight forward you just fall right off, but it is still a hole-in-one possible hole because you can bank off this side and go into the hole there. This is the third hole, introducing the ramp mechanics. Got some encouraging gingerbread men there. This is also probably the spot where you can start to experiment with going different paths. For instance, if you lob it off here, you can just kind of get over here and play around in this hole. You also could have gone off the ramp and landed over here, but the intended hole is that little divot over there. See if I can't show you that. There you go. Just gonna get back to that hole if I can. Yeah. Come on. Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay, well, we're just gonna go from here. Black holes are dangerous creatures. Let's try that one again. Much better. This is the hole that kind of introduces Plinko. Still a bunch of gingerbread men around. Glorious creatures. There's a bit of branching you can do here. You can go up there, which takes you to a different hole, or you can go through this one over here, which takes you to a different hole as well. You can fall off here, or you just keep going through the Plinko. Kind of pray you get a good bounce in here somewhere, and that you don't do that specific thing that I just did. See the little divot here. Ta-da! This one, you can go up either or any of these three tubes. This middle one is the most direct way to get into the hole. You can even see it through the little tube there. But it's a decently hard shot to make because the universe is complicated. I'm stuck in this tube now. We're just gonna go. Okay. It's glorious. Yeah, let's try that again. There we go. So yeah, all of these tubes end up leading you to this platform, which doesn't have a back on any of the spots you get here. So it's It's a pretty tough hole, but it introduces the pipes. Loading screens are very long. This hole is an interesting one. Depending on how you get here, there's pretty much two different ways you might end up doing this. If you come from up there, there's a good chance you'll end up on this front ramp that goes up. But if you actually start here, you can just kind of go through here and phase through the ground. Just get a hole in one. But if you don't see that and try to go up the ramp, it's actually a pretty difficult shot, so it takes a couple strokes. And this one is pretty much just where everything is being implemented. Like all of the mechanics that have been used so far kind of get thrown together now. If you go up here, there's a little gravity push, so you can't go too far that way, because you can get shot up here from one of the worms that we'll see in a bit. If you get sucked into this, it'll just launch you in a random direction. That time it decided to throw me off of the map. Very kind. Let's just avoid that. So this little thing activates the spooky ground, which after some time it turns back into fake ground. You just shoot there and you'll just fall right through. But if you hit the little box and then go over the ground, you go right over it. It's a pretty interesting mechanic. And this is just back where we were earlier because we hopped over. So we'll just see if I can't do this again. Alright, this one has quite a few paths you can take. You can do this and end up over here, which can also put you back onto your original hole and just kind of take you all over the place. Or if you kind of hit it more head on, which I'll attempt to do here, then it takes you up here, which is where we were earlier. See if I can't get back to that hole we were on. It threw me in the one spot that was a straight up hole. Gotta love black holes. Flawless. Alright, we'll just go flying, evidently. Because there's so many ways to get to all the different holes, there's a good chance you score on the same hole multiple times and don't actually see all of what one particular hole can offer. So, like, see, we just got taken to a completely different hole, and now we will probably not see how that hole finishes. Okay, this black hole is trying to eat me, so we're just gonna hop and skip over to this. So This is where one of the worms are. If I could aim correctly, that would be magical. It shoots you off into the distance. And that is a thing that it does. Gonna have to remove that tree. Because this is supposed to be a little secret hole that it puts you into. As of right now, you kind of bonk off that tree. So I'll have to fix that real quick after. In fact, I'll probably show off how to remove that in my tutorial. So yeah, that's my my golf level.